in court is also real too, though. I'm not so sure. I think the punishment for it is very real. You know.
Well,
I think.
mattress girl is a real thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it is.
Yeah, so you should always carry yourself with the concern of the bad thing happening.
When
And I'm not talking
I
about false accusations, like just the
no.
bad thing in general.
When I was out in public in Denver, my city had kind of experienced quite a lot of poverty and stuff, even though it was a really rich city. And like I carried a knife with me wherever I went for like, I don't know, 26 years or something. Big old fucking 5-inch knife on my belt. And I never pulled that motherfucker. I never used it in anywhere for him. But I carried it all my life because I just like, I needed to know that something was there to protect me from situations like that. You know?
And there's nothing wrong with doing that. That's a
No,
good thing to protect yourself.
yep. Even the cops wouldn't mess with me, even though those blades are illegal, like a 5-inch knife and stuff. They can see that I haven't pulled that knife in 20 years. It's not there for that.
Yeah, you should always take actions to protect yourself.
Oh,
I'm
I do.
paranoid enough that I usually just don't put myself in those situations in the first place.
Yep.
Look at you making friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so the Destiny stuff, because you gotta talk about other things.
Oh yeah, we didn't finish. So Destiny. Okay, so let me make sure I get this right, Begon, because I'm not sure I got the picture correct. So this poor lady ended up sleeping with Destiny, correct? The one who was abused by the CIA agent, the supposed CIA
Yeah, so
person.
FBI agent started a
FBI.
sexual
FBI. Okay.
relationship with a prominent right-wing personality, with the primary goal, at least it seems apparent, of getting her off of media.
It is a
Yeah, like,
conflict of interest for an FBI agent to sleep with anybody. It's a conflict of interest. It always is. It's a
do you
bad.
think they care about that or let
They
that inhibit
do.
their
They
actions?
do. You will lose your career. Did he lose his career? Is he facing
I don't know
charges?
shit about the FBI agent. They
Yes,
didn't talk
it
about
is
the FBI
conflict of
agent. They
interest.
were
You
they
cannot
were talking
have.
about Destiny more in this art, or whether they were talking on the stream.
It is entrapment and all these other terrible things to have a police officer act sexually with anybody. There's all these charges in law about it.
Yeah, but how are you going to prove that? Who's going to
If the
prosecute
victim
the guy?
has a child with him is a good example. If he's on a case on somebody, if she has a child with him, there's proof. The
Yeah.
child is the proof. That's
Oh,
the
and
problem.
if that's what happened, because I don't know if that's actually what happened. That's just what they were saying.
It sounds like it because it sounds so juicy. How could you possibly make this up? I think you're
Well,
probably
and it
getting it
certainly
correct.
explains why she disappeared from the internet for a long time, and I
Oh,
haven't seen shit from her in years.
it ruined her life.
Even though she used to be on the internet all the time. Like I said, she was a very common guest on other people's podcasts and streams and stuff.
So what happened
But
recently though?
yeah, so a bunch of DMs were leaked between Destiny and Lauren Southern,
Oh my
where
god.
he's talking about all the sick shit he gets up to, and it's definitely watchable. He's talking about he's got all kinds of cum fetishes and how he claims to be straight, but he wants to suck off dudes all the time. He just has a cum fetish, can't stop thinking about cum, and
Ugh.
it's Destiny talking about a lot of just straight up kinky gay shit that he likes doing
Coomer
on the side.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Coomer stuff. Talking about he just jerked off all over himself and he wants her to come over and lick it off, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it seems like she's at least part way going along with it and interested in it. And it the the messages she's sending back, you could almost think that she's just trying to lead him on to get screen caps. But there's some pretty deviant shit being discussed in these DMs. So, point is, Destiny Destiny politically, like morally and ethically, has nothing to do with Lauren Southern. She's a right winger. She's
No, not at all.
got a lot of general right wing beliefs, and Destiny is a left wing progressive. There's no reason why they should be hooking up. So, the very fact that he was able to hook up with her, to me, says he was probably taking advantage of her going through an absolute crisis where she's literally losing her mind because the guy that she thought she loved turned out to be a Fed that was just using her.
So after the Fed, she was used by Destiny, essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh my god, this poor lady.
So,
Well, thank you
yeah,
for
it's
sharing. I'll look into it.
that's
Jesus
something that would
Christ.
really fuck you up in the head
I like
going
the
through that
drama.
stuff.
I like this drama. I'm sick like Asmongold. I love this stupid drama. I do. It's so dumb. I don't know why I like this stupid human interest stuff, but I do. It's dumb.
Here, let's go hit a place that I like to hit while
I,
I gotta get off soon anyway because it's late. But I
it
want to
is
hit
late.
this gas station.
Yeah, I'm coming. I had to drink water. I didn't realize.
Oh, well, we'll get more water if we hit the gas station. I always hate
Drinking
going around
five
at night though,
waters.
because when you're starting the game, you only seem to see ferals at night. I don't ever see ferals during the day, but at night ferals with like a level 1 pipe baton are fucking deadly.
Hmm.
Yeah, until I get a shock baton, a feral can just run me down. And I can't always tell if it's a feral from a distance. Those eyes are not always super apparent.
Okay, my stam's back.
Oh, that is a feral right there. I need help.
You mean you need a punching bag? You need a tank?
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, you want me to tank for you?
Well, you weren't doing a lot of like the backpedaling, juking kind of stuff either.
I was, but I was spearing him.
I looked at his eyes to see if he was a feral, but I could not see the glow, so I don't know.
I saw the glow.
Well, yeah, when you're up close fighting him, but I mean from a distance when I was trying to shoot him with an arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see this one. I think I can bow it. Yep, got her. There's a tiny hole where you can actually hit him through here. I'm not always hitting him successfully, though. But, yeah, so it sucks that Destiny was taking advantage of Lauren Southern for his weird sexual kinks.
Yep.
Obviously, he's a complete deviant degenerate from the stuff I've seen at this point.
Yeah, I have never ever trusted Destiny. Whenever he talks, he has this weird look of somebody who hasn't smiled in 5 years or something. And when I see people like that, I distrust them. People who don't smile.
From outside, Carol.
Okay. I'm coming.
Need your help. Or that.
Sorry, buddy. It takes a bit to pull it out, you know?
Yeah, we got another friend here, but not feral at least. Yeah, ferals, they don't go down from stuns like other zombies do, so they just run you down. I'm going to shut that door so they can't just come in if they hear me again. Well, ferals can sense you too. When I was playing earlier today, I just started a new save while my kids were sleeping. But I was at this one dungeon that has a treehouse in the backyard, and I decided to go in the treehouse at night because it was the first night and I wasn't super well equipped and all that.
Zombies ate you, didn't they?
Well, it was a good chance for me to do other things while the night was passing. Well, as I'm sitting in this treehouse, not moving, not visible to anything, a fucking feral climbs the ladder up to the treehouse and starts beating the shit out of me. And then I jump, because the treehouse is close to the house that it was associated to, so I was able to do a running jump onto the roof of the house, and the fucking feral just flew across to the house too.
Yep.
Now, thankfully, I had a shock baton, so I was able to kill the feral. Without the shock baton, I might have been screwed. But I was hiding up in a treehouse. Oh, is that a screamer?
I think so. So I was trying to listen too. Yeah. There's one in the back alley. Or sorry, one in the back.
That's a screamer coming from the front door.
Okay, I'm dealing with this one in the back because he's on me. I'm gonna have to. Sorry.
I'm gonna kill the screamer, but just be looking for those zombies coming.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm with you.
Dude, this is fucked up. We're getting a screamer in night 1 when we don't have any like gear score.
Oh, I've got bullets, so.
Hold on, I'm gonna check the game state. Oh yeah, we're game stage 13 and 14, which is actually really high.
I think they've changed the system a bit since I first played, but I don't know.
Oh, that's a second screamer.
Uh-oh.
Dude, we had a dual screamer spawn first night.
Is she dead now? Yeah, she's dead. Oh, we're behind us. Oh, on us. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know. How did she get in? Dude. The back alley, maybe. Is she dead? Yeah, she's dead.
You might have spawned inside the premises.
I think she did, yeah. When there's a basement out here, and there's like a bunch in the basement. There's one coming in.
I know. I'm worried about the front door because it's got a bunch of zombies trying to get into it. Yeah, you're low health too. I need you not to die.
I will not die, buddy. I've got bandages. It's okay. I'll warn you if I'm gonna die.
And I came here
I'm
for
out
a
of
nice
stam.
relaxing night clear. Oh, that's a lot of them.
We can get out over the back fence if we need
We might need to, dude. We're getting hit hard here.
to. I don't
Oh,
know.
they're coming in through the back too.
Are they? Okay.
Help me clear the back. We
Alright,
might need to
coming,
run
coming.
through this way.
I'm setting up boxes, so, yeah. We can jump the fence if we need to.
Yeah, hold on. Let's still try to kill them.
Alright.
Good. I shut the door.
Alright. Nice.
Yeah. Kill them when they're trying to get through the gates.
Do you have
That's
any
probably
food, Bagon?
I don't know, but kill these first. I'm not worrying about food until these are dead.
Sorry, my spear broke. And I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, mid-combat and there's a
Coming
screamer
in.
up, I'm not stopping.
Three behind.
I dropped 2 sandwiches if you want them.
Thank you. I'm boxing up.
This is insane.
They're starting to beat on the garage door, and that'll come down.
Garage door has a shit ton of health. I'm not worried about the garage door.
No, that's good, that's good. I didn't know.
Great, my weapon broke and I don't have a way to repair it.
I have one
I'm using a
stone
dagger.
if you need.
I'm using a dagger.
Uh,
But it does mean I'm way weaker than I was.
I'm out of stam. I think we should hop the fence now. Yeah.
Dude, there's so fucking many zombies here. Okay, yeah, I hopped. I'm running.
I'm with you.
There are hordes coming from all directions. It's like there's a screamer up still. Yeah, I hear her.
I live for this kind of chaos.
But there's 100% a screamer that's still up and still looking for us over there.
I'm out of stam, so I'm just sort of trundling Cartman behind you.
Yeah. Just get to Moe's grocery and we can figure it out from there.
Yeah.
A lot of the zombies don't see us. They're just attacking the location because the screamer called them.
We killed like 10 of the 25 or something.
Yeah, see, not a single one followed us this far, so that was definitely the winning strategy, was just to fucking book it.
That's what I do in Rust. It's never worth dying.
Well, if I repaired my weapon. No, the problem is we had like 4 screamers spawn.
Yeah, I'm out of food, so the stam was like a thing.
Yep, and when my weapon broke, that was kind of it for me.
I should have eaten more meat before I left. Nice, 20 forged steel. That's good. I love it when there's 2 people, because double the loot.
I don't get double the loot.
Right, well, yeah, 2 people is double, well, not double loot, but
That's only quest rewards.
that's true, yeah. You can carry more.
Well, yeah, we combined, we have more carrying capacity than a single person.
Double the carry capacity is what I meant, yeah.
Alright, I would like to finish clearing that store before I get off for the night. And I'm ready to go if you are.
Yep, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, they've probably dispersed the winds by now. Yeah, that was 4 screamers because we killed 3 and I
It was
heard
4? I
one.
thought it was only 2. Ah, okay.
No, we killed 2.
Yeah, I saw the 2 we killed, yeah. I didn't see any
Yeah.
more.
When we were in the backyard, they were breaking through the gates. There was a 3rd one that I killed, and as we were running, I heard another one. And also, I saw more zombies coming from all directions, which only could have been a screamer calling them still. So yeah, we had 4 screamers spawn while we were just not quest clearing a random tier 1.
Oh, I'm out of
That is
arrows. God damn it.
that's what was fucked up.
I'm gonna go
It looks like
spear
they
things.
totally dispersed because I don't see any of them.
I
Just that
see
one.
3.
Yeah, there's another here by the front entrance.
4. Yeah.
Over. Yeah, there. Oh, I see the screamer. She's inside. She went around a corner though, so I can't see her anymore. But nah, just picking off the zombies like this is enough to get back in there and kill her.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's her. Oh yeah, you have a chance at dismembership or dismemberment.
I love it.
Okay, so I saw the screamer go in the back area. We might be able to go straight in there and murder her. Until she's dead, obviously, it's very dangerous in there.
I'm just trying to spend points unless you move.
I'm good. The zombies are coming at us, but we have some time till they get here.
I've got 6 points. I'm gonna spend them. Four into Spearmaster, 7 into Perception, and two into Penetrator. I spent my 6 on With You.
Okay. She's coming around the corner. There she is. Okay, we kill her and then we're actually safe. That's so crazy when you get a 2 pair of fucking screamers. Okay. Well, yeah, it's good we ran because we made it out.
Yeah, it was good. I think we did better than I normally do. Anyways, you do always do good, but I usually die.
Well, I was holding my own until my baton broke, and once my baton
25
broke,
zombies came.
yeah, the baton was like, it's time to bug out.
Yeah. Oh, you need metal for the baton, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, but baton specifically takes the pipe parts. So if I've been looting cars, sure, but you don't loot cars this early in the game. So no, the repair pieces for baton are not things I would just have on me early game. That's one of the problems, is that all the rest of the weapons are like rock and wood, or use a repair kit, which I actually had a repair kit or 2 in my bags, but I didn't have any pipe parts.
Oh.
Anyway,
Have
I'm ready to go down.
you been to the basement yet? No.
No, we didn't go down there. I did think about going down there and hiding in the vault, but I wasn't sure if that was a good idea. Because then we would literally be trapped. Anyway, it should just be a fat zombie and a hooker zombie down here. It's usually what it is. Oh yeah, hold on. We can usually shoot one of them at least.
I don't have any arrows.
There we go. Glad I didn't let this dungeon go. Yeah, I normally don't have problems with how they spawn stuff in this game, but it really does kind of piss me off when I have to deal with stuff like that, because that's just unfair and stupid that we would get hit by 4 screamers first night just derping through a tier 1.
Yeah.
It's not even a quest. There's no reason why the game should be throwing 4 fucking screamers at us. I mean, I was always told when I started playing the game that screamers were based on mostly like heat signature in your base. So like, where's the heat signature? By the way, I got lucky and I got a toilet pistol.
Your campfire, right?
No, the campfire's off. It's not
off,
generating heat.
Yeah.
Would you like a toilet pistol?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
It is tainted with poopy, but it is also better than what you have.
It is better. Yes, thank you.
That's why you always loot toilets, especially early game. It's not a high chance, but there is a chance.
Better gun. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a pistol first day is really good. Alright, so I'm all looted out here. I just want to go back and turn our shit and then get off for the night because it's late and Yeah, starting the week out. I don't want to. Well, I've been
Oh,
sleeping at 10,
oh,
so going to sleep at
James.
11 is already way late for me right now.
Yeah, I've been pretty good. I've been going to bed at like I've been trying to get up at like 6 a.m. But now I'm as late as I think 11 now. I was kind of revolve in a big circle and then I have to flip again. But I've been doing mostly days, like long days, like 14-hour days.
Yeah, I've been seeing you aren't on as late as you usually are, or used to
Uh,
be.
yeah, it's hard. My parents are getting a bit older, and I get worried that like if I'm like sleeping in the middle of the day, they'll have some crisis, and I won't be totally like awake for it.
Oh, and get him a life alert.
I've been trying to pressure her really bad for that actually. She's fallen twice.
Well, then she should stop fighting it if she's already fallen twice. The
Mm.
first fall should have been the, okay, oh, fine, I'll get a life alert.
Well, no, she thinks this. She is a very cell phone literate lady, and she thinks her cell phone is her life alert. And but I would rather she had something around her neck she could just press as a button. You know.
Yeah, you
I
might
mean, what's the
be.
difference between that and a cell phone? She never ever lets a cell phone out of her person. You know.
Well, you might be crippled after a fall. You might
That's
not
yeah.
be able to pull
That's
your phone
my
out and
complaint.
dial it.
No, she's losing the fight. Like I'm gonna get what I want. It's just she's fighting the mortality part of it. She doesn't want to admit that it's getting like older.
Yeah, I understand. A lot of old people don't want to admit that. That's a very common
I
problem.
don't want to. Yeah.
Well, I'm old
Yep. I'm old.
to me, but I'm not old to like getting ready to die or unable to drive anymore kind of standards.
You
Got
never
plenty of time
feel
for that.
old to me because you're like 7 years younger. Or something. But yeah.
Yeah, well,
One of my best friends
I
is also 7 years younger too, which is
I
cool.
feel like a grumpy boomer sometimes. But yeah,
Oh my
right now
god.
I'm just
Today I yelled at some developers pretty loud.
oh.
I don't like
So
it when they spawn demons inside of your personal space who then begin to stab you with knives. That's
yeah, I
something
know. I dealt
that's
with you freaking out about that in the
yeah,
past.
and they do that in Stalker 2 particularly bad. They send an invisible mob that fucking stabs you for like 70% of your bar or
You
something.
talking about the poltergeist?
Yeah, whatever they're called. Yeah, there's some name, yeah.
Ones that like throw bookshelves at you and stuff like
No, they're
that.
called bloodsuckers. That's their actual name, and they're sanguinary, and you have to take like a sanguinary med, or they chunk you for 70% if you don't have the med first. You can hear them coming because they scream and they stun you for 5 seconds, and then you got to pop your blood med, or they're gonna hit you for 75% of your bar, which isn't good because the next hit it kills you.
All right, well, just to wrap up here because I do need to exit.
Yeah. Oh, but you need. I'm sorry. So do I leave first? Is there anything I need to do? Or?
You, no, I think if I log off, it
I've
kicks
dumped
you off. But
everything. I've done everything here, so I'm gonna exit. So,
yeah, I'm good, and we have like one in-game hour until it's daytime, so
yeah,
we're getting there.
sweet,
But yeah, so things are going well with my daughter.
good.
I still waiting on the guardian ad litem stuff to happen, but she's done like my house visit and talked to me, and she's talked to my references. So I think she's trying to. I don't know where she is on getting a hold of the soon-to-be ex, but that's where probably the delays would be is trying to get the other party to let her talk and visit the campsite.
Yeah,
But so we'll see how long that takes. But I think she's very clearly going to rule in my favor, and my wife will be lucky if she doesn't come out of this having just day visits every other weekend and
have
like 8 hours during the day
have you
because
violated the
girls don't
law
have
in any way, Begon? Like in any way, in this case?
high speed.
I mean, right? So like, this is what you know. So what could they say about you? What have you done? You've done nothing.
Well, she doesn't even have an attorney, and she's not capable of
Right?
coherently arguing in a court setting,
What
which
what could
she's
a
managed to prove
PD?
plenty of times.
I mean, what could a public defender
What?
say? What could a public defender say
You
about
don't
you?
get public defenders for custody
That's true.
cases.
That's yeah. You probably don't. Well, I
Well,
mean, you
no,
do
she
if
had
you're poor.
a
You do
public
if you're.
defender for her false domestic violence protection order, but
I'm sure some women
all
do
the
when they're poor or men. Yeah.
no, no,
No.
unless if there's like a police report of documented proven domestic abuse or something like that, there aren't any kind of like women's advocacy groups that just give you an attorney because you're going through a divorce. No, that's for like you're actually abused and here's the police report to say so. She has nothing like that because she's never been abused.
If you're a spousal couple in the ghetto and your husband beats on you and you don't have any money for a lawyer, but then you want a divorce, can't you get a public defender to file the divorce? I think.
No,
No.
no. They if there was domestic violence, they would help you with like if
Oh
there's a domestic violence
yes. If
protection
there's a
order,
reason or
and
something,
if
yeah.
you had a domestic violence protection order sustained, like the
Yeah.
public defender showed proof that you were actually abused, that would basically give you the custody case. But her stuff was bogus, and it was dismissed in our first hearing
Hmm.
over it. So no, she had a public defender because she hadn't yet attained or
Yeah.
retained an
Counsel.
attorney
Yeah.
who she then got a private attorney, but then didn't lose her public defender that she was appointed, which was so much bullshit. She should lose her public defender if she has an attorney suddenly.
Yeah. I like to
But yeah,
believe in America that if you don't violate the law and you don't cheat on your spouse and you don't do anything wrong at all, the court will fucking side with you. You know, most of the time, I would say. I don't know if
well,
that's what happens,
the
but
court has sided with
with
her
her,
because
yeah, they side with the
so
woman usually.
well, no, they side with the person that has the child in their possession
Yeah,
because
which is
possession is
usually the
9 cents in the
woman.
law.
But yeah,
Well, yeah, because
yeah,
as soon as she had my daughter in her arms, she fucking booked it out of the house.
yeah,
So that's the problem. But
yeah.
no, that's an absence of an expert, though. As soon as you have an expert giving testimony, they go with what the expert says, and the expert is very clearly going to side with me.
Yeah.
And she'll be lucky if she doesn't have restricted weekend access, because as long as my wife is living in a tent, pooping in a box, using space heaters to keep a tiny tent warm in the winter, which is a huge life safety fire hazard, by the way, uh, she probably won't even get nighttime visits. Like she'll get every other weekend, like 10 to 7 or something like that.
Shit, I've been
Is
there.
what
That's what
probably
I
she's
did
looking at.
when I was homeless.
Oh
Tents
yeah,
and heats and heaters and
but
stuff.
when you're
Yeah.
homeless, you sure shouldn't be taking care of a 1-year-old, and this
No,
also
no. This is why I don't
adds
have
credence.
kids. No,
But
no.
this adds credence to the argument that she's a psychopath that
Yeah,
views her own children as property.
yeah.
Because any caring parent would go, I can't provide for this child right now. My ex has a house and a supporting family. Maybe I should let.
No,
None of that enters her
we've
mind.
heard the details on this case, and we know that she has conducted herself terribly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and it's all gonna bite her in the ass. So the problem is it takes time for a guardian ad litem to do their investigation, and also the courts up here were hacked like a month ago,
oh, really? I
and
didn't
it
know that.
yeah,
Oh.
it completely it's like it affected Odyssey and like everything. So
Ooh.
all their ability to process documents got shut down for like a month while they tried to scramble to get it fixed and back up. So all of the court cases from November got automatically continued to December, and there's just a big backlog now because of basically the courts being out of action for about a month. So there's that, and the Guardian ad litem won't be done with her report till somewhere in December. I don't know if it's going to be beginning of December or like the beginning of January, but
Yeah.
then it could take a month to get the hearing set up since there's a backlog. So I conceivably may not have a report and a hearing set up until like the end of January, beginning of February,
February.
which really sucks.
That does
Yeah,
suck.
I mean
Yeah.
that it'll probably be either beginning of January or beginning of February that I actually get a hearing where I can try to get my daughter back, and it should be like I'm very confident of success. It's just a matter of time, and it sucks
Yeah,
because my
it
little
does.
girl is 1 turning 2, and she's gonna be out in the freezing cold in a tent with a crazy woman.
The court can make special.
If the guardian ad litem feels the situation warrants it, yes, she might be able to get like a special emergency hearing, but she's not going to stake her career on it if she doesn't feel it's necessary. And I don't know if she's going to be at that point.
I
So
can't
we'll see.
believe that your ex-wife would be willing to do this. That she is obviously a terribly bad actor. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, if you're not onto her bullshit, yeah, I don't mean bad actor in a different sense, but as far as her
Yeah.
acting capability, she knows how to lie. And if
Yeah.
you're not onto her bullshit and you're naive like I have been, then yeah, it's easy to feed into it. And
But if
yeah,
you
she
love
just
your kid, you don't keep them in a fucking tent in the fucking winter when it's raining and freezing and shit. You
oh yeah.
don't do that. You
Well, and I made the argument to the guardian ad litem too that
know?
it's also for her, well, my wife's best health to lose our
Yes,
daughter
I think so.
because she's living in a tent, pooping in a box.
Listen how
She,
mean I've become. Life twists you after 40 years of it. You start to really have a lot less sympathy to people who are really fucking up pretty bad, you know?
well, you get more experience,
They
and
get more experience and you
tells
realize
you
that
differently.
they did this to themselves and they shouldn't have ever acted like this, and you start losing sympathy for them when you shouldn't. You should always have empathy for people, but I don't
No, it's
know.
informed empathy. You don't have
It is
blind empathy.
informed
There's a
empathy.
lot of
Yeah, what do the
there's a
right
lot of
wingers
bad
say? It's like
stuff.
trust but verify or
Trust but
whatever.
verify.
Yeah.
Well, that's supposed to be a both sides
Is it
thing.
both sides? Yeah, I think it's just a political
Well,
saying. It's like
trust
it's an American thing. Trust but verify. I think.
trust
Yeah.
but verify is I'll take your word for it, but I won't take action until I've seen proof. Like I'll
Mm.
act like I believe you. If you need help, I'll give you help, but I'm not going to go after the guy you said until I see something.
Yeah, that's how the GAL should act too. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
She can't
I
just take your word. She's got to actually see the situation.
yeah, but I mean, she's been to my house. She's been to my parents'
Has
house.
she
She's
been
talked
to
to
the
my parents.
tent? Tell her ass to go to the fucking tent.
Well,
Tent.
that's what I was saying. I don't know
Uh,
what she's done because
uh,
this gal's process is she talks to you either online or in person at her
no,
office,
if the GAL is worth her
and then
job,
she's scheduled to visit, and then the
yeah,
visit's what happened for me 2 weeks ago. So I
yeah,
don't know where my soon-to-be ex is on that one.
yeah. I was gonna say because if the GAL finds out that that the kid's in a tent in the winter, she won't be in the tent very long. You know. Yeah. GALs have a lot
I
of
mean, it's
power.
not just that too. She's not working. She's behind like $2,000 in child support to her ex-boyfriend for her other daughter. At a
How many
certain
kids does she
point,
have, Bang on? Is it two,
she has
three?
two. She
Okay,
has
two.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah, one with her ex-boyfriend and one with me.
yeah.
And she's going to be paying child support for both of them soon. But she's getting close to where they're going to shut off her driver's license. And once she loses her driver's license, she loses access to her older daughter. Like it's in their parenting plan. She has to maintain a valid driver's license.
Yeah, this is how the
So,
system works. When you get mired in the system, you lose everything like this. Yeah,
well, she's not working. She's refusing
yeah,
to work.
that
She has
too.
decided instead of going to work and getting a job, she's going to scrape by just using my child support for food, and she's going to go to college for her master's in psychology. She actually managed to lie her way into a Wazoo scholarship program or some shit like that that's allowing her to go for a master's in psychology or therapy or whatever, psychiatry.
That's good if
And
she does it. You know.
she won't. I already, when we were together, I put her through several educational courses that she dropped out of within a month. I'm talking like a programming course that would have set her up for life. What is
Coding.
it? A typist course where she was
Yeah.
going to be a transcriptionist. Which I mean, I know AI is taking over a lot of transcriptionists, but certain things like the medical industry, they usually want to opt for a real person because those are ones where you can't fuck up, and
Te-
sometimes the AI
Tell
will
her to
fuck up.
be a phlebotomist, Begon. I had a friend who was a phlebotomist, and it pays
She
well,
can't
and
stand blood.
they don't. Oh, see, they never can. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, she can't stand blood. She can't stand work. She's gotten fired from like
I
every
can't
job
stand
she's
work
ever had.
either, but I
She's been
worked
just
for
lazy as crap.
27 years of my fucking life anyways. You know, I can't stand work either, but I worked 27 years of my life anyways, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, well, she can't stand work, so she just doesn't work and deals with the consequences, which means homelessness or relying on family to pay all of her bills, which is what she's done all her life. Unfortunately, she's just not mentally there.
yeah.
So that's the problem is she's got all this child support due. She's living in a tent and instead of like working like she needs to,
So
obviously,
many Americans are
she's
going
trying to go
through
to
shit
school.
like this too
And
right
she's
now.
probably going to drop out of it. I don't think there's
Yeah.
any chance of her keeping at this. It's just a tactic, and she's doing it. She was
Yeah.
what's the
A
term?
life
She was
lesson, big on, like, if you put it out to the universe that that's what's going to happen, then that's what'll happen. And remember, this is your child's future too, not just your ex-wife's. Like, her welfare is mired up in you have almost a symbiotic thing with your children. If she doesn't do well, her children won't do well. You know.
well. My daughter will do just fine when her mom has very limited access to her.
Yeah,
Then
I'm not making the
it'll be
accusation
fine.
that you're wishing that she doesn't make it. I'm just saying be careful about wishing that she doesn't make it because it harms your family in the end. Is all. You want to be
Well,
trying to root for her to succeed, even if it makes her in a stronger position to hurt you, maybe, because
no,
it does.
no, Kat, she's that bad of an influence like that.
I know.
It is
I'm
better for my
listening to the
daughter to
stuff
not have this
to
woman in her
never
life.
have her even at all. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I mean, I told you
Yeah.
in the past, I've seen the police report. She murdered her grandfather to take his house.
Oh my God, get her out of the
I
situation.
no, I
Yeah.
talked to you about that
I
before, back when
did.
we were playing
Yeah,
Dungeon
you
Craft.
did. I'm sorry. I'm very bad.
No,
I got retrograde amnesia and my memory is weak. But
yeah,
yeah.
but like the only reason why she didn't serve any time or get convicted or anything was because the investigator dropped the case because she and her mom seemed remorseful when he interviewed him. But if you look at the reports from the hospital staff and like the state of the house that the deputy detailed when he came to look at the grandfather when he was dying, he was very clearly murdered through neglect, like criminal intentional neglect. And it was because
If
they wanted his house, and even though he had his house sold to the bank in a reverse mortgage, they still squatted in his house for 8 years before the bank was able to finally evict them. Part of that was because of all the COVID stuff, like all the freezes on or
yes,
moratoriums on
I
evictions, but
remember. Yeah.
they were able to get by for 8 years living in the house of the man they murdered. So yeah,
Uh,
this is a woman who shouldn't be around my daughter at all. It's just
I
an
agree with
unfortunate
you
circumstance that she's going to
110%.
have to have some access to my daughter as
Yeah.
long as she's at least working a job
As
and
long as
not being
she's
totally
not in
crazy.
jail. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if her ex was able to get it, that she has to have a driver's license to maintain custody, then I can probably get that same thing put into my stuff too.
Have you
And
considered chasing down the information to prove murder to get her out
well,
of your
it was a
life?
closed investigation. There's nothing.
There's nothing you could do.
There would
There's
have to
no
be new
statute.
evidence.
There's no statute on murder. Yeah,
There
yeah.
would
If
have
you
to be
come,
new
there
evidence.
would be have to be.
The house has already been reclaimed by
It's
the
all been
bank and sold to
tossed,
an owner.
and it's
Yeah,
all
that
too late.
that's done and gone. There's
Okay.
nothing there. If there was, her ex-boyfriend would have dug it up because he's been very, very sneaky and crafty and very investigative. So no, there's
I
nothing to do on that besides I've got a copy of the police report that I can share with people that I need to convince of the veracity of these claims, and of course I can make the claims in the first place.
You have
Uh,
always struck me as this paladin of like beacon of light, Bagon, and I'm sorry that this darkness entered your life. You know, I forget that it's this bad, and I'm sorry.
well, it's definitely jaded me in some areas. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's shading
I
me just listening to it. I mean, this is the humanity that I know. This is how humans generally act when they're around me. I mean, it sucks, you know. This
well,
kind of
like
stuff never shocks me, you know.
I tried to do everything right the first time. Like I
Yeah,
found a
I
Christian
think you
woman with
did.
a family, and I maintained at least full-on sexual abstinence until after we were married, and I was trying to do things as right as I could manage,
Yeah,
and
I respect this about
I
you.
got the problem is I found someone who was also just non-functionally retarded in an autistic scenario. Like she basically has the mind of an 8-year-old and the body of a late 30s woman at this point. but
Yeah.
but and her parents were very divisive and toxic, and they literally took her from me because her parents soured on me. So they were able to convince her to leave me and take my son from me and everything else. And I had when she started withholding my son, I was forced to file for divorce because you don't have any access to your children if there's withholding going on. So I mean that's happened. I have at least a good co-parenting relationship with her. The main problem is that she insists on homeschooling our son, even though she herself is very low IQ and not functional, the kinds of autistic.
And
She
this is
wants to
why you don't
homeschool our
sleep
son.
with people who are dumber than you kids.
Well, she wants to homeschool our son for
I'm kidding.
reasons that are legitimate because we do live in a state where they try to trans your kid, and if you are opposed to it, get away.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But at the same time, my son is
Trans your kid. I actually really like how you said that.
no,
That's funny.
they do like they'll try experimenting with your children in these freaking public schools, especially in King County, which is where she lives. And if they get any kind of like your kid doesn't immediately pull the dress off, they'll say, "Oh, he must be trans. Let's take him away from the parents and cut his dick off and all that." People have fled the state because schools have started trying to do this to their kids. Like I've read articles and news stories about people fleeing the state because their educators decided to trans their kids.
Yes,
So
my mother tells me of these stories from time to time.
yeah, so my first ex-wife, she has reasons to be scared of sending our kid to public school, but he's also a low-functioning autistic kid. He's got incredible food aversions. He's very behind on speech. He barely uses words at all. He eats like three things. He's so picky. I mean, he mechanically, he does like to play with like RC cars and stuff like that, but he's a kid that needs a lot of help. Like he needs a system there to help give him skills and training and therapy so that he can try to function, hopefully, at least some level of independence when he's an adult, even if he has to be living with someone his whole life.
Yeah, I watched a
But
little
she
autistic
she
boy
wants to
grow up.
homeschool him. she won't send him to public school, and I have no way to. Cause
My
I,
mother
my
wouldn't do that either. She wouldn't ever let me do public school willingly. Yeah.
well, my belief is that because of his level of dysfunction, he's less likely to get like the let's go see if he's really a girl inside kind of stuff. I think he's less likely to get that kind of stuff, or the let's teach them how to use a butt plug at 6 years old. I think there's a lower chance of that stuff being pushed on him as a special needs kid, especially of his level of special needs.
If you
So
want
I
my view
think
on
he's
this,
better off
and
going to school in public.
I would too, and that's my view on it too. If you cut these people out from the normal social engagement that everybody else gets, it is harmful to them.
Yeah, so I think he should go to public school. She's
So do
completely
I.
adverse to it, and I have no way to make her
This
send
was the
him to
battle
public
I always
school.
had with my mother. She was like, "You have to go to private school," and I was like, "I got expelled from the private school." You know what I'm saying? Like, she's
Yeah.
like, "No, you need to go to the private school. You need a good education." I was like, I do,"
Well,
but I also really like public school kids and being social and going to dances and being normal too. You know, it's nice being a private school kid or even a homeschool kid. I've done all of it, but there's
I
something
have no way to force her on any of this stuff though. Like I'm stuck.
right.
So
Yeah.
if I had hundreds of thousands of dollars to take her to court, well, it wouldn't be hundreds, but if I had a lot of money to take her to court, I could probably do that. But I don't have the money. Certainly not after going through a second divorce. So
Yeah.
I just have to deal with it and hope for the best, basically, and just be a good dad in the every other weekend that I do get with my son. But it sucks because he needs more help than she's able to give him.
This
He
was too
herself
much
needs help.
burden for one man, Beg on it. I think of you as Superman because like this is far too much stuff for one person to deal with all at once. You know,
No, like
I'm proud that you
neither.
haven't like collapsed kind of thing because some people do. You know.
Well, I just double down on my faith and double down on my commitment to do
Mhm.
better myself and learn from my mistakes and
I'm doing
hopefully
the
not
same thing. I'm doing the
don't make
same
the
thing,
same
man.
mistake.
I've been clean for 7 years. I don't ever break the law anymore. I'm not a fuck up or a fucking flophouse idiot anymore or any of this stuff. I educate myself. I'm working on my career and all this stuff. And I feel you about just like my way of rising above all these shitheads is bettering myself. It's not downing them. It's bettering myself. You know.
Well, I'm bettering myself because I have kids that need a daddy, and
Yeah, you have no choice. Yeah, yeah. You got.
I also really like having a significant other. I don't
I
want to
do
be
too.
single for.
But
I
I
mean,
also don't. I like it both. I
I'm
like
going to
both
go a lot
ways.
slower and a lot more cautiously as far as like the relationship goes. But I
Yeah.
do want to get into a relationship once I've got my like I'm still losing weight. I'm still not quite 80 pounds down, and I want to get a
My
bare
my
minimum 80 pounds.
my PTSD therapist does very well out here in the D&D scene, which I assume you were too, right? And you can probably find a pretty good woman there. There's good
Well,
people
not
in
in,
that scene.
I have two D&D groups that I'm a part of. One that's no woman that I'm interested in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form.
Right?
And the other one's actually a work D&D session that's happening once a month. It's only had one session so far, but there's another one coming up in like 2 weeks. But at work,
There's always more out there, but how do you find them? How do you find these people?
I know that as a best practice, you should avoid dating your coworkers because of the potential fallout of a bad
Everyone dates
relationship.
their coworkers, Big on. That's a
Well, yeah,
bad
everyone's susceptible
misnomer.
to it.
Yeah.
No, it's a bad idea, but people still do bad
People
ideas.
do, yeah. People meet at work all the time. Look at The Office. Like that was a
Right.
good show because that stuff happens. You know.
Like I can say that I was intentionally not socializing too much. I mean, like high in the hallways and low-level conversations, but I wasn't like trying to learn too much about people's lives beforehand. And part of it's because I probably had Asperger's myself, so I've got limited social interest. But
Yeah.
I was a married man, and I have no need to go learn about some other woman's
Hmm.
private life.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's right.
but I've at least done a little bit of snooping in the
And it
not even a
ropes.
handful of women at the entire company that I would even consider, and every single one is in a relationship. So now work is a dead end. I'm not looking for a woman at work.
I'm going through this myself too. I'm like, I could go to the match at the gathering. I could go to the club. I could go to the D&D circle. I could go to many different places, but I don't know. I don't believe I'm going to find the Final Fantasy World of Warcraft unicorn that I'm looking for, which is fucking annoying.
Yeah, for that
I
you
think I'm
probably
gonna
just have to
find
use a
that on
dating-
those games. I think is where I'm gonna find that, and I don't like hunting for women on games. I view long distance relationships as abusive. You know,
I would stay away from the games as a way of
I
looking. I
do.
know
I don't. I do.
on
Like,
dating websites you could just look for profiles that say they play games. Because
I'm
there are
going. No,
women that
I'm
play
going to.
MMOs. They
Yeah,
do say that stuff on the
yeah.
profiles usually.
I'm down to like 262 or something like that from 390 pounds and stuff, and I want to go further. I want to get down to like maybe 220, 230 before I go back to the scene, and I'm going to go right on to whatever eHarmony or whatever, and I'm going to be like, you have to like MMOs. You have to have a career. You have to like MMOs. You have to be willing to have kids, all that shit, you know? But I've never done LTR. I always dated my coworkers when I did LTRs.
Now, the nice thing about online dating is you already know some things about the person, and
Yeah.
you can wait until you do know
Oh, I've
things
done a
about the
lot.
person.
I primarily did mostly online dating the last 15 years. Yeah.
I mean, I've only done online dating.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both of my ex-wives I found on online dating, but that's for other reasons. It's not a fault of the online dating platform.
The 7 LTRs I had were all coworkers, but the casuals were all online.
Yeah, well, it's good you're still wanting to lose weight. Definitely, I mean,
I'm
that's
doing
one thing I'm
well.
trying to do this
Yeah.
time around is lose the weight before I get into another relationship because you owe it to the other person too to be a better version of yourself. And
Yeah,
if
I
you're
didn't used to
starting out
believe that.
obese, that's not good.
Yep, that now I do. Yeah.
You don't need to go develop all these awesome hobbies that some
No.
snow bunny's gonna appreciate, but you should at least take care of yourself, like be mentally where you need to be and physically especially. Like you don't want to start a relationship fat. When you're fat, it's hard to have sex. It's hard to, and it's not just sex. I mean, what if the girl wants to go hiking or something and you can't go up a hill without being out of breath?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, even like sex, there's a lot of positions of shit you can't do if you're overweight, regardless of penis size.
Yeah,
Like
that's one
it's
of my major complaints about it. That and the CPAP machine. Yep.
Well, and also as you develop a gunt, I mean, your dick doesn't get smaller. The effective
The
size of your
gooch.
your penis does actually get smaller because you can't get in as far because there's a lot of fat in the way. So,
I'm keeping
yeah,
you
it's
up all
all
night,
around better.
Begon.
Yeah,
God damn it. I'm sorry, but yes, gooch and such.
yeah. So, well, yeah, actually, today is probably the worst day for me to stay up late talking.
Yeah, dude,
because
it's 11:30.
I need,
Don't blame me. You know.
yeah, no, I'll cut it off here. I need to go to bed because I need to wake up early and get my daughter to my parents' house for daycare, and I need extra time, and so I need to actually wake up early for that.
I need to wake up early so I play video games.
Yeah, well, I'll send you I'll send you a little meme I found on 4chan that well summarizes the 4B sex strike though.
So go look at The Onion. Go look at this headline. Trump boys get weird feeling after Uncle Elon shows them busty anime cat girl.
What's wrong with a busty anime cat girl?
Nothing. The picture is really good. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. The picture that they have is really good.
I'm not gonna spend all day thinking about cat girls, but if a spaceship with cat girls fucking came down and they were all ETF, I'd be up.
Did you hear that Alex Jones lost his show to The Onion?
I heard there was a fraudulent auction where the quote unquote victims intentionally sold it to the Onion when the Onion had no money to pay for it, and a judge stepped in and said, "No, this is illegal. You can't do this," and
Oh, they
like
actually shut
cancel
it
it.
down.
They
I
have
didn't
to
hear
re-auction or
this.
something like that. Is what I heard
Oh,
last.
I didn't hear the second part of it. Ah, okay.
Yeah, the Onion bid on money they don't have and said, "We'll pay you back with our."
No, they offered
future
$1 million.
earnings."
I think that's
No,
what I
but
heard.
the money they promised was with future earnings. It was not with
Oh,
money they have. It was with fake money that they hypothetically will have in the future.
damn it.
But also, it wasn't a legitimate auction, which is what they have to do in bankruptcy court. And other parties were not allowed to bid on it. It was basically given to the Onion by the Sandy Hook families.
Yeah.
So I believe a judge stepped in and said, no, this is wrong. You can't do this, and nullified the auction. I don't know for sure if that's what happened, but it might not matter because Elon was talking, well, has been talking actually for over
Bailing
a
him
year.
out. Yeah.
Well, hold on. I've seen tweets from Elon from April of 2023. So he's been talking about it for a while, but Elon, this last week, there's been a lot of discussion of him potentially buying MSNBC and
Oh
turning it
yeah.
into, yep. What if he turns it into MXNBC? but
Yes, I love
but
it.
now I find this unlikely,
But that's
because
the unholy union
historically
between
Elon
Microsoft and Elon, though.
historically Elon Musk has been anti Alex Jones. He's shit
Yes.
talked Alex Jones and refused to let him back on Twitter after he bought Twitter, although he let him back on fine after a long time. But historically Elon's been anti
Elon's been anti-Trump. He tried to kill Trump
Alex
too.
Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I doubt the veracity of these claims, but reading poll on 4chan, there are people saying that there's a chance that Alex Jones gets offered a platform on MSNBC if Elon buys it, which would be hilarious and also mean that he wouldn't need InfoWars anymore because he'd have MSNBC
I
airtime.
like Alex Jones. I always have. I just wish he didn't attack like victims' families. Is all, you know. But I
Well,
like Alex Jones.
if you look into that whole Sandy Hook thing, he didn't actually say or do most of what people are saying he
No.
did.
No.
He gave it very little airtime where he was actually talking about it, and I don't believe he said things. It's so ancient news and it's irrelevant, so I'm not going to go spend that 5 hours
He
researching
did
it.
say that it's a hoax, but he believes that it's a hoax. And if he believes that it's a hoax, I actually have no issue with him saying that it's a hoax. Believe
I
it or
think he
not.
talked. I think what he did was he presented the claims of it being a hoax and didn't.
Yeah.
I
He
think
well, no. What he
I think he
did is he
slipped on his
presented
wordage.
video evidence. No, I've seen it. He presented video evidence that the victims' families were actors because they are.
Oh, well, yeah, they factually are
They
actors.
factually are actors.
And their performance during this aftermath of the Sandy Hook situation was
So
also
what?
very suspicious. So there were reasons to believe that, but
What's
I
the
don't think he
logic
says
jump
what
here?
exactly they were.
Yeah, like the logic jump is just to assume if the parents are actors, then is there not a hoax? I mean, it sucks. So if he believes that there is a hoax, I don't actually have an issue. I can't believe he actually lost the lawsuit. Sort of, if he believes what he's saying, I actually don't have an
Well,
issue with him saying
it
it.
wasn't a legitimate lawsuit. It was a kangaroo
It
court because
was.
remember he's a well-known right-wing agitator,
Yeah.
and there's now then there was a well-established left-wing judge who's not above using his political views as a taint for his rulings. It was a kangaroo court
It
situation. I don't
was.
think Alex Jones was legitimately
1.5
filed.
trillion dollars is a kangaroo amount. It is terrible. It
Yeah,
is.
it was
Nobody has
clearly
1.5 trillion dollars for a lawsuit for any fucking sin that anybody's ever committed. That's
it was
insane.
clearly a sham trial.
That's a sham
There's no doubt of
trial.
that. And I don't like I could be wrong here. I've been given presentations of what Alex Jones actually said and did, like the legit shit, not just what was fake argued in court. And I believe what he did was just presented the arguments that it was a conspiracy hoax, and he didn't actually say it was a conspiracy hoax and tell people to go act like it was a conspiracy hoax. He simply presented the other side's arguments, and that was enough to get him shit on. I could be wrong on that at least a little bit. I think overall I'm right saying that, but I don't know, and I don't have the time to go fucking
No,
research
you
all
know.
that stuff up again.
In his
I've
defense,
seen and heard it all at some point though.
like, never mind. We're fine.
No, the whole point of bringing Alex Jones up was that it'd be hilarious if, at least to me, it'd be
It'd be
hilarious
very
if Elon
hilarious.
Musk buys MSNBC and then gives Alex Jones his own show
See
and
how
replace
no.
Rachel
See,
Maddow.
so you're missing the big picture, which is the Onion using Infowars to troll Alex Jones with a fake Alex Jones comedian who looks like Alex Jones for 5 or 10 years. You don't think the comedic value of that might be really good?
Well, I think it'd be the funniest thing the Onion's done in a decade, although I don't think that's saying much at the same time. But yeah, I mean,
Wouldn't that be good? It would be really good, and he kind of deserves it for making fun of the family's
be a little bit
victims.
funny.
Or
Well,
victims' families. Excuse me.
Alex Jones is a meme of Alex Jones, so
Yes.
it would kind of be a dead joke initially, just because he already makes fun of himself and already does stupid, goofy shit. That's why there's all those music videos of Alex Jones doing goofy shit.
And the frogs are
Like
gay.
like Alex Jones folk song, and you'll find this really funny. I think Placeboy put it out, but yeah, there's a lot of funny Alex Jones remixes that people have put together, where it's just musical notes. So anyway, that's
Go
what
to
I want to
bed.
talk about.
Go to
I'm
bed.
going to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Oh, and
Good night.
I might have. I think I'll have time to play tomorrow.
So yeah, dude, I'm on. Just hit me up. I'm free.
Yeah, Tuesday's going to be a little more iffy for me. Wednesday, I probably won't be on because I'll be doing D&D, and I can play late Wednesday. I don't know.
Yes.
But I've also been playing D&D, or DDO, I mean. So if I see, like, if I get home and I eat my food and I see a raid on DDO, I'm probably hopping in the raid. But if there's
Yeah.
nothing going on, which is usually what happens at night, because there's too many East Coasters and Euros on DDO,
Yep.
then yeah, I'll hit you up. So
You should come
any
to
day
New
this
World.
week, I might hit you up.
I'm just kidding. All right,
Well,
sleep well, buddy.
I'm not entirely opposed to it, except I'm not looking to play an MMO at this time, and I don't
Yeah.
want to get into that kind of time investment.
It's a solo game now, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I have paid very little attention to it, and I'm going to wrap it up here. But at this point, I would be open to playing it if I was looking for an MMO. I am not
Yeah.
looking for an MMO, and that's why I don't want to pursue it. But I think it looks like it's a quality enough game that I would be interested to play it just on that, and nothing else being looked into, like no other factors.
You should come to Rust. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's more. I don't have time to get into those kinds of games. I'm going to play what I know.
Yes.
Good night.
All right. Good night. Wait. How did I miss this other one? Wait, what? Where is this? What the fuck? I mean, what is it we're supposed to do? Defeat Patriarch Kiula? Okay, but I already did that. Oh no, I have like 17 apes or something. Fucking so annoying. Oh. Oh. This was annoying. Okay, so I came here because I am trying to sell this crappy ship. The ship looks awesome. Like that ship looks fucking cool. Looks a lot cooler than the other ships. But it also looks really small. Okay, we're gonna save and we're gonna sell. Alright, we got lots of miscellaneous to sell. I had 912 of whatever that was, probably binders or something. I had like 912 binders. Yeah, I've got like 200 folders. See? 500 notebooks. I've been robbing office supplies to buy all my bullets. Look, I'm totally broke somehow. Or no, I guess the vendor's totally broke somehow. How is the vendor totally broke? Fucking dumb. It's too hot in here.
If this shit doesn't end soon, my man is not gonna be happy.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can help.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask.
I am busy right now. I want to try something. I'm sure Amoli.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not. Oh, please, take a look.
I was gonna rob you, but then I decided that I wouldn't rob the Quickie Mart. I have a lot of weapons. Oh, no. I got a lot of weapons. Yeah, you have 25,000 caps. That's it. Oh my god, I might have to put that one mod back on. Oh no. Yeah, oh god. Yeah, down past the hearts, despondent assassin. I don't know, man. Yeah, let's no. You took my shipbreaker's cutter. I want it. That's glitched or something. I lost my fucking cutter. Now I just want to reload. Because you fucked
Thanks for
up.
shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Reload. Damn it. I'm gonna go piss. I'll be right back. Okay. Damn it. Oh no, I fucked up. Ah. God damn it, I keep screwing up. Hey, it's Circulon and they're fighting it. Yay. Door popped open. I was like, what the hell is that sound? Okay. Thank you. Oh, I have a nice Latin skill. Good. Um. Stop.
If it belongs on your ship, then there's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing it. Oh, please, take a look. Oh God, stop. Thanks for coming in.
If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure. Need some work done? I'm sure you can find something you like.
I don't really like this ship that much.
Okay, no problem.
Starship design.
I'm sure you can find something you like. Okay, no problem.
Oh, Starship design. Okay, so I got a new ship. Cool. Class B, Crew 5. Cool. Okay, let's go aboard our brand new ship. It was 300,000 caps. Fuck yeah, it looks fucking big.
This again? Okay, let me try one more time. It's better to talk things out than to slug them. I'd rather outwit someone than outpunch them. Well, I gave it a shot. I'm sure we'll do this again sometime.
Did you need something?
When I bought this thing, it was full of loot. Why? Oh, cool. It's got like a side jaunt with like some side rooms and stuff. And there's like a bed. Like a captain's bed and stuff. Cool. Let's decorate. I see that there's beds, but I wouldn't mind like bunk beds around. Yeah, this is a good ship. Why can't I decorate?
I suggest returning to the lodge to rest. You are not looking well.
Oh, you logged me out. Damn it. I will go to Mortal. Oh, look, there's plenty of beds. This ship's much bigger. Everybody's sleeping because it's nighttime. Fucking sweet. This works, but weapon workbenches don't work. That's good that those work, though. That's cool. You... Okay, is it obstructed? Okay, so... Oh, there we go. I finally got it to work. I believe I'm going to watch a video and eat my dinner. Oh my god, I've been at this 14 hours. For fuck's sake, the time flew by. Maybe I'll just eat when the shift ends, huh? What time is it now? Oh, wait, don't stop. It sucks that I died here. I want to go home.
Sorry. I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I help?
So, what do we do? Oh yes, Starfield Nexus. I came here wanting to look at mod categories. Companions. Have an unlimited number of followers.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
Hello.
I'm gonna mod my game because I don't care about losing this playthrough, honestly. And that was it, huh? That's all I need. And yeah, that was all I came for. Wow.
Never would I have imagined to encounter. Yes. Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed. If so, clearly these stop. You are right. We will need to be. We should Yes, you need me? Finally, I've been waiting.
Oh, ship command, huh? Oh, inactivity. Damn it.
Everything checks out. Landing initiated. Anything I can help you with, Captain? I have to talk about the Starborn. Right? It could be. Or... Well, they would I just have some... We just need more. It has to... It's one of our few... This could be it. Or it could be just... Or a gazillion. All we know... Agreed. And who knows? Excuse me, what? Oh yeah, I do. Finally.
If you get into trouble, Barrett, you know where to find me.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think this is a good natural place to stop, guys. It's been 14 hours. This was a good session. I want to say thank you for hanging out with me today. I was going to play some Mortal, but I don't think I'm going to stay up late for that. No, it's already pretty late. Yep, I'm out. And, oh, yep. Cool, close. Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. I want to say thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with my channel. Just a reminder, you've been watching Skycat Live, and I'm a full-time variety gamer all day, every day. Put me on in the background. It was, it was fun to play some Stalker 2 and some what's it called? Stalker 2 and some Rust and some Eve and some FXI. And I have not been doing my goldsmithing. But yeah, and I've been really enjoying it. And so yeah, we'll look at some clears and stuff in here. Click on the cat space to donate. Come to the Twitch or the YouTube. Come click Twitch or YouTube. Give me a like, sub, or a follow. I want to say thank you to everybody who liked, sub, or followed me, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. I will be going back. I will be back here tomorrow, but just a reminder, I have thousands of videos on YouTube, and that's here, and oops, I'm sorry, on my channel content, and come to YouTube and check out Skycat Live. I've got thousands of videos, as you can see here, getting lots of hits and everything, and I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me, and y'all have a wonderful day. I will be back here tomorrow in the morning, sometime in the morning, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll probably be back around like 11 or so. And so I will stop my video here, and my stream will stop in 90 seconds. Give me just a second here. Stop.